Hello everybody, this is Brent CU and Nellie Girl coming to you from Tioga, North Dakota. We're here in home of the Bakken oil fields of North Dakota. Today is March 3rd, Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020. And I've been back almost a month from California from being gone over the holidays. It's good to be back. It's been real cold on and off, mostly on. And yesterday was so windy I couldn't keep my hard hat on. It was so muddy. Finally I cleaned it. Got it all cleaned and but I couldn't keep this thing on yesterday, and it was real hard to keep it on. And luckily today it wasn't nearly as windy, just breezy, but it wasn't too bad. I'm in a 2010 International Lone Star. Has a newer drop-in engine, 600 horsepower, 13 speed. And she's doing the job. I just got released by my trainer today. Had to do a week of training with. I'm hooked up with a farmer who has 15 trucks, and he's putting 3 trucks with this new company we're leased on with here in Tioga to haul production water and fresh water and whatnot. Tell you what, California is just a dead end road for me. There's nothing down there. It's hard to find a job down there. I don't know how people survive in California. I really don't. But I'm glad to be here. Just met a 22-year-old truck driver at the disposal site about half hour ago. Says he just bought a T900 Kenworth 2006, has a rebuilt engine, and he says he's taking home $5,000 every week. He's not even working a full week, working 4 or 5 days a week. So with Nuvera power fuels, and it's not bad for a 22-year-old. His uncle was with the company since 2007. He's got 2 uncles and his dad with him, so he's got the 4th truck with him. But yep, there's money to be made here. Got to capitalize on that. But some of you YouTube viewers wanted a video a couple months ago, and I'm sorry that it took so long. I met this truck driver when I was coming back at a Petro in East Spokane, Washington, and he just came a little over a week ago, and I'm helping him find a job. He's come to find out he's retired from the Army, U.S. Army, and he's a doctor. And I think he's got a job. He just has to do a road test. He's going to haul frac sand for my former boss. And there's all kinds of work out here. It's just hauling frac sand is like this. It goes up and down, up and down. Water's more steady. I mean, just, you keep busy and got to figure it out. I mean, there's always a trick. You got to figure out how to make the money. And nothing's easy. You got to learn it all. You think the 22-year-old just got in a truck and started making that kind of money? No, he had to drive for a while, figure it out. We all got to figure it out. Yeah, that's just how it is. I know friends that make a lot more with frac sand, but you got to be on call. You got to be willing to go when dispatch calls you. And sometimes they run you hard, and sometimes they don't. You got to put up with ups and downs. But right now, I wanted to learn how to haul water. Thanks to my friend Walter, last fall, I was ready to go to Washington State to be near my son, and he talked me into staying and driving his 2012 Western Star. And I tell you what, Western Star, 18-speed, beautiful truck. Oh, full lockers. I tell you what, that's a truck to have. And so I stayed and I learned water till the company we were with didn't. They just got slow, and he ended up pulling the truck out. For Thanksgiving, I went to see my son. Spent a week with him and went to Idaho, Washington State to Idaho, and then to California, where I painted a couple houses. And I'm glad to say I finally retired from painting. I do not want to pick up another paintbrush anytime soon. I'll be a steering wheel holder. How's that? But for you guys that are out there, I've got a friend. He's down in Odessa, and he's hauling water. He does not hardly speak a word of English, and he found a job down there hauling water. So there's work everywhere in the oil fields if you're willing to, put up with some of the BS every now and then. Water's just steady because you're servicing wells, you're doing production water, you're going to the well site, pulling water off the tanks, taking it to a disposal site. You might do 4, 6, 8 loads a day, just depending on the distance. Or you might do service work where they need fresh water, and go to a grill site or whatever they're doing. Those kind of jobs usually pay hourly. And if you're a company driver, you're going to get a percentage of the hourly. That's just the way it is. There's money to be made in so many different areas of truck driving. But the oil field, I think if you get in water, it's pretty steady work. So, but you've got to have experience. Now, there's not too many companies that'll hire you straight out of CDL school. You have got to have some experience over the road. But if you look close enough, if you go to the North Dakota Job Service website and you look for a job under truck driving, there's sometimes companies that are willing to train you. In the oil field, it's harder, but sometimes the farmers will hire you. Farmers, you don't need a CDL, but they have trucks. Nonetheless, they do have trucks. You can get in a truck and learn, even if it's seasonal. In 3 months' time, you can start driving on your own or whatever. Find someone that'll hire you, like a lease or somebody will hire you. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. If you want to get into truck driving, just don't give up. Just keep trying. I've been driving 7 years now, and it has not been easy. It has not all been peaches and cream. I'll tell you that, folks. Crap, if I told you half the stuff that I've put up with, gone through in truck driving, gotten ripped off so many times. But you gotta persevere. The 3 P's: persevere by the power of prayer. You just got to persevere and push through it. Ask God to help you when you're down and out. Well, folks, I'm all talked out. I got to fuel up, check my oil, get a grease gun, and get something to eat. Well, so long, and I hope this helps somebody. I just told you a little bit about where I've been the last few months and where I'm going to be, and here I am. I'm 45 minutes northeast of Williston, North Dakota, with my girl Nellie back there. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask me, and leave me a message. I'll do my best. But this is Brent CU signing off from Tioga, North Dakota. So long, everyone.